Welcome back to more Difference Makers here on Beck TV Plus. I'm your host, Jay Fettig, and once again we are joined by Kyle and Guppy Troup, or I'll say it the other way around, Guppy and Kyle Troup, the former and then the latter. So, being a parent myself, I want to hear from you, Guppy, when you were on tour and what that's like. So today's episode, I'm just calling it Two Lanes at Once. Okay, a lane as a PBA player and a lane as a parent and somebody that's bringing up a family. What was that like, and how did you find that balance?
Well, I traveled the southern region, which we used to have anywhere from 40 to 42 tournaments a weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We used to have one in Lower Florida, then we'd travel to Upper Florida, Side Florida. We were all over the place. But then all of a sudden, I got married the first time to the lady I knew down in Jacksonville, Florida. We were married probably a little less than a year. I had her on my first TV show. And then I got married the second time to Holly. She was on one show, and then I was married to Sherry. Sorry about that, son. I was married to Sherry. And then she came to a few regionals with me. And we actually brought Kyle with us one time down in Lower Florida. Because I remember one thing, he was coming down to see me. It was like a 40 or 50 lane bowling center. And I was in the process of bowling, and Sherry's watching. I'd step up on the approach. Next thing I hear is, Gup. There's a ton of people here. So I had to step off the approach, and sure enough, here comes Kyle running down the lane, or running down the back part. And I said, shh, now, quiet now. You're bothering other people. What do you want? I want some more quarters. So I gave him a $10 bill. I said, stop by the front desk. They'll give you a roll of quarters. If that ain't enough, make it last for at least a couple more hours till I finish bowling.
Oh, that is awesome. I like that. Hey, real quick. So, so I can ask, I know the story, but I want to hear you tell it. How did you come up with the name Guppy?
Well, I bowled on a team when I was a junior in Columbia, South Carolina. And I guess the name of the team was called the Guppies. I figured, well, it'd be catchy if I ever became a pro bowler. As it turned out, when I first went out on tour, Harry Golden had to say I couldn't sign Guppy Troup. I had to go John, parentheses, Guppy, Troup on the end. He said, once you win a couple tournaments, all that, we'll remind you to just write Guppy Troup, and then you're all right. Turned out I don't have to call it John Guppy Troup anymore. Now it's just Guppy.
It just stuck all these years. It just stuck. So, Kyle, what do you remember I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that was good. Now I want to see what he remembers of the olden days.
Of the old days, yeah. So, Kyle, do you remember asking for more quarters?
I do remember asking for more quarters. I also remember there was a few times down in Myrtle Beach. I think it was Myrtle Beach or Charlotte. I missed school on Monday. We did karaoke. Guppy decided to hang out for another day, and remember, Mom was pretty pissed about that. I missed school on Monday because I guess there was one more day of partying for the regional. But I grew up, running the roads with Guppy. Obviously, whenever I traveled with him a little more, he was kind of on the senior tour then, so in 2000, he turned 50. I was 9 years old. And, I went to a lot of regionals then as well, and grew up playing a lot of games in the arcade. Jason Couch, Tommy Jones, a lot of those guys. They looked out for me whenever I was out there running around, being a little hellion, trying to bowl as much as I could, but, couldn't bowl while the PBA tournament was going on. So had to tear up the arcade.
So speaking of in 2000 and turning 50, Guppy, you were the PBA 50 Rookie of the Year, weren't you?
Yep, I got that for sure. I bowled out there in the region, not on the national.
Right.
I'm
right.
not sure
Well,
what I made it on national lot.
so real quick, you're Hall of Fame now, right? Tell us about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's scary.
So you got that over the
Here's
kid,
one
right?
good
You
thing
got
I want everybody's got to remember. I became a member in 1975. It's going to be 50 plus years before I get into the Hall of Fame, which I believe I'm the oldest from day one. If I started as PBA member to
To
in what?
induction. Yeah.
Yeah, to
hey,
induction in PBA.
hey,
So
hey, Gup,
all
it's not
those
how you
guys
start,
that
it's how you finish, right?
that's right. I go, well, I can't wait. Kyle can't wait either. Can't wait. Now, guys, why'd you wait till I was 50 years old or till I was 75, 76 years old before you inducted me in the Hall of Fame?
I love it. Hey, so you were known for your flair, right? And first of all, I want to tell you this. I've always been a big fan, and I love personality. I think our sport needs more of that. As long as it's true, it's authentic, right? Not fabricated, not fake. You enjoyed yourself, at least it appeared on TV, you enjoyed yourself probably more than anybody I have ever seen play the game, right? So here we see your colorful personality again, and that really attracted players and fans. You know, how did that start?
I don't know. I was out in Kansas City, I think, one time. We were bowling on the tour because segment lasted 16 weeks and we're off for a month. And then we had 32 weeks a year on tour. And we were in Kansas City, and guys told me that there's a place downtown that's selling weirdest looking pants you ever seen in your life. I said, okay, I got the address and I went down there. And sure enough, they're right. I bought like 10 pairs of pants at that time. Then all I did, I made sure the shirt was solid. I didn't like any kind of flashy shirts. Like that's how Kyle went when he started wearing the pants. He had a shirt to go with him. But I just bought them and started wearing them. And then all of a sudden I made TV and there was a little more color on TV. So hey, at least I
Well,
moved the PBA on. It's on the way.
you did, and like I said, it not only did it design or create a style, but like I said, it looked like you were genuinely having fun on the lanes, and people saw that and they were drawn to that. Is that incorrect? I mean, was it? I can't imagine it was fake.
I was never. I was just glad to be there. Wanted to make sure I had a good time, which I did, and make sure that people had something to watch beside me just throwing the ball and striking, turning around, sit down. When I struck, I all jumped around or whatever. It was just something I wanted to give somebody else something to watch beside a bowler just throwing the bowling ball, turning around, and then coming back and getting up the next time.
Well, I want to thank you, and I'm sure we're going to talk more about how that bled into Kyle's career coming up here in our next episode, because Kyle, you're known for the same thing, right? You have a good time, you have flair. People are just drawn naturally to you, and I can't speak enough high praise. I tell people all the time, I don't know you well, obviously, but I tell people every time I get a chance what a genuinely nice guy you are, and obviously, you didn't fall far from the tree. So we're going to end today's show. We're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to hear more about Kyle's career and what he learned from Guppy. So stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow.